there is some chance that the meeting with the organization will take after I complete today's workout. If they go by calculating what I have done thus far by Israeli local time, if it's by universal time, it should happen in 3 weeks. And if not in 3 weeks, then in 2 years and several months. And although by then it really should happen, even in the unlikely chance that it won't, then in 30 years it should. But there is a chance that it will happen even as early as today, although today seems a bit of questionable. It might be tomorrow, but anyway, it might happen at any time after I complete today's session, and I wanted to be prepared as much as I can. And this is the final document, a short document, which is one of the reasons I'm recording it right now. There are longer documents which there are no videos about, but this one is both important and short document that I want to be prepared for the meeting with the organization, because it's a very important topic for me. It's called Inquiries about my mother's health. And so I'm going to read it for you. 1. Can my mother's occasional headaches be cured for good? My mother sometimes, yes, only sometimes, she suffers from heavy headaches that normal painkillers do not work against, and she is then forced to take a medication which is unhealthy for the body, and it may even pose a risk of death. And only that medication helps her, and I don't want her to rely on that unhealthy, health risky medication. I want her to be healthy. And if the organization can cure her headaches, I'd be very happy. 2. Can my mother's sleep disorders be cured for good? My mom suffers from regular sleep disorders which make her simply unable to fall asleep, even without sleeping drugs. I mean, even with sleeping drugs sometimes, but she is forced to use sleep medications, several of them, and in kinda high dosages. She takes several pills of 2 different sleep medications, which in my opinion it's a big amount. And sometimes, even after she takes them, she is unable to sleep for hours, until like 5 or 6 a.m. And I don't want her to suffer. I don't want her to have to take sleep medications at all. I want those sleep disorders cured, and if the organization can help, if they can cure her, I'd be very happy. 3. Can my mother's back injury be completely cured? My mom has a very gentle, fragile body, and just by lifting a few kilograms, by doing shopping regularly, she injured her back I don't remember when, if it was several months ago or like a year ago. I don't remember the exact date, but she suffers from an injury to her spine, which makes her sometimes unable to stand for long durations, and it makes her back hurt. And although she's better now, I want that injury to be healed, to be cured completely. If the organization can help, it would be very nice. 4. Throughout the entire time I have been abused, both using noise attacks and also physical attacks, my mother has suffered too. And just like I have lost several years of my life, she has too. Don't you think that she deserves to get those years back? It was an evil, supernatural evil, that has to do with the organization that's responsible for her losing years of life. It was not her natural course of life, it was an interference from the organization. And so I now want the organization to take responsibility for this and do what it can to fix this. I want her to be rejuvenated for those years also, similarly to how I'm asking this for myself. Those are the this was the entirety of the document. Those 4 but significant, 4 short but significant points about my mother's health, which is very important to me. My mother, she has supported me my entire life, has always wished the best for me, always took care of me with so much devotion and the best possible intention, has given and sacrificed so much for me. I really wish the best for her, and her health is very important for me.